It's First Chair Friday. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at noon. Yep, First Chair Friday, we're still going strong, and so are the diehards out skiing and riding Breck today, like Isaac coming over from Eagle.
It's just been such a great season so far. Why not just keep it running, especially when it snows late in May? You got to take advantage, come out.
Conditions are May-like. Slush and mist down low, turning to snow and wind up high, where local skier Tom is getting day 2 on the T-bar.
The dedication paid off because later in the day on T-bar, it was very awesome skiing for mid-May.
The entire state is soggy today, and we want to know, what is the absolute wettest you have ever been on the slopes? Tom again.
Snoqualmie Pass in Washington. I skied in a garbage bag and was drenched in 2 hours.
Isaac again.
I grew up in California, so I remember being wet many times, especially skiing in the early years,
Karen from Eagle.
When I start, I got my clothes from the thrifty store, so that one is not like really waterproof anymore.
Paul from Arvada.
Mount Snow, Vermont. I was just pouring rain. It was just soaking wet. The only good thing was I was with a good-looking lady, and we took most of our clothes off on the way home.
DIA reported 2.9 inches of rain yesterday, smashing the single-day record from 2011. National Weather Service is converting all that to snow. At a 10-to-1 ratio, DIA would have been hammered with nearly 30 inches. Other areas on the Front Range and up into Boulder would have been buried in nearly 40 inches of snow. The crystallized weather station reported nearly 2 inches of rain, almost 1.5 feet if it had been cold down low. A young mountain lion was euthanized in Buena Vista after swatting a young girl in the face. She suffered cuts to the cheek. CPW says the lion weighed about 30 pounds. It was hiding in a chicken coop and swatted the girl when she opened the door. Local avalanche danger is moderate again today at and above treeline in Summit County and the Vail area. Hopefully you are off the hill by now. In local entertainment news, showing now at the Eclipse Theater in Breck is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Even people who could care less about Marvel seem to like Star-Lord and his crew, and this final installment's no exception. It's got cameos, a second Earth, an eccentric villain, and, like we've all come to expect, it's got that killer soundtrack. It opens with Radiohead and cranks it up to 11 with the Beastie Boys. Sometimes I think the animals are a little too cutesy, and it's written for ages 9 to 98, but I promise you will not be bored. That's Guardians of the Galaxy 3 showing now at the Eclipse in Breck, brought to you by Breck Film Fest. In sports, the Nuggets extinguished the Suns last night, 125-100. Denver's going on to the conference finals. Today, the Rockies open a weekend home series with the Phillies at 6:40. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz and Associates with American Family in Dillon. Track and field is at West Grand and St. Vrain today. Baseball should be heading down to Longmont. And today was supposed to be opening day of the golf season at Keystone River, but that's been delayed by at least a day now for rain and snow. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.